Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Charlotte. Today we are going to do an epic fall video, of course starting with the annual trip to Starbucks for my first pumpkin spice latte of the season. I got this with soy milk, but I kept the whipped cream on it. And it was so good, so delicious. It just tastes like the first glimpse of fall every year. So cheers to that. And now we're back home, so I'm starting out on breakfast. This video is going to be partially like what I eat in a day with some very fall-themed treats, starting with some dried figs. I get these at Trader Joe's every year, and I just think they taste like autumnal deliciousness. So I'm just chopping them up to have as a little bit of a side. We're going to make pumpkin waffles for breakfast, and I love this gluten-free pumpkin mix from Trader Joe's. Like, the box itself is just so cute, and it's really delicious. So I have all my ingredients set out. It's super easy to whip up some pancake or waffle batter using this and just adding some fresh eggs and butter. And then I'm cooking it in this adorable little waffle iron that I got at Target this year. It was like $10 and it just makes really tiny waffles, but you'll see they are the cutest pumpkin shaped little slices of heaven, and they just make any fall breakfast feel so special. They only fit about 3 tablespoons of batter in the actual waffle iron at a time. So I was here for quite a while making all of these waffles, but then I could just freeze the leftovers and pop them in the toaster for like a quick fall breakfast. And these turned out so great with the pumpkin flavor and the cute little pumpkin pattern and design from the waffle iron. So I have our little breakfast table all set up, very cozy and fall-esque. I put some pumpkin spread from Trader Joe's on the pumpkin waffles, and it was just perfection to kick off the season. So after breakfast, I switched gears to finally get my fall decor out. This was like kind of late for me, kind of late for the YouTube world. But I always start by just gathering all of my bins of decor and organizing things and laying it out. I have my pumpkins all sorted by color. I love to collect pumpkins. I think they are the cutest shape on this entire planet. And I have them in all different color schemes. So this helps me like visually kind of plan how I want to decorate this year. And once I had everything laid out, I started in the living room where I wanted to do like a pink and white decor theme. So I was just arranging some candles and pumpkins that fit that color scheme, and I was so happy with the final product. I just thought this was a really cute, cheerful little window display. I like to have some candlelight in my windows for passersby in the evenings, and of course to burn very safely, but I love the colors. And then I was moving on to a project I was so excited for this year, which was my first ever Halloween / fall tree. So I have this cute retro aluminum Christmas tree, and I did it up with all these fall ornaments and a little pumpkin on top, and I will link everything I got from Amazon to make this happen, but it is my favorite. New favorite part of my fall decor. I just think it turned out so festive, and it makes it really feel like the holiday season is coming up and I can start enjoying it now. Next up, the Trader Joe's cinnamon broom. I have to get one of these every year. They smell so good. And I was also just filling up some candy dishes to put around the house. I think that makes it really hospitable when people come over, and it just sort of puts the excitement of like the Halloween time in the air. Have to use a little self-control with this stuff around, but it's worth it. I always put out the pumpkin mellow creams. They're kind of like the candy corn version of a pumpkin candy. I just love them. So festive. Now I was just taking a little break for lunch. This salad is going to be a go-to for me this fall. It is so good. It has kale, quinoa, butternut squash, cranberries, pumpkin seeds, just delicious. And I'm stopping for some puppy cuddles. For anybody who knows us and our little family, this is Cinderella that we just adopted, and DC that we've had for his whole long life. And I just love them so much. I always, like, no day is complete without lots of puppy cuddle breaks. They always suck me in, being so adorable, and just, I could literally do a whole vlog of just patting them and telling them how cute they are, because I love them so much. And for everyone who's been asking, Cinderella's doing so good. She's settling into our family so well. She gets cuddles like this just all day, every day. She's healing up perfectly from the injuries she had when we adopted her, and we are just the happiest little family. It has been heaven. I am soaking up all my time with these sweet, sweet babies. And now we are back in the kitchen. It would not be a fall vlog for me if I didn't include some baking. So I'm just starting out by peeling these apples, and I'm going to be making the most delicious apple crumble pumpkin bars. I completely fell in love with this recipe. Actually, pretty much all the recipes I'm sharing in this video. And I found them all through a recipe subscription service I've been using called Workweek Lunch. Not sponsored, obviously, I'm just a customer of theirs, but they were kind enough to let me share these recipes with you guys. So I will be sure to link all of that in the description box below this video. I highly recommend everything I'm going to show because it all turned out so delicious and so cozy, and it's just going to be my go-tos this fall. So starting with these pumpkin bars, it's just a really simple apple filling that has all the delicious seasonings and also a separate pumpkin filling. You know, of course, it had to include my beloved pumpkin pie spice, everybody's favorite. And what's really cool about these bars is that they have like a base layer that is a crust of the crumble mixture. Then you put the fillings and then you put more crumble mixture on top. So obviously that's the best of all worlds, and Nate and I both really loved these. So I know these are going to be a go-to for me all fall season. And just popping those in the oven. They already smell good, but when I came back after this was done baking, it was just, oh my gosh, next level. I wish this video had smell-o-vision because all the fall candles I put out and everything I did couldn't compare to this amazingness. Just delicious. Now we're shifting gears again. I wanted to do some fall crafting, so I am making some bookmarks to give away to friends. And I made these with pressed leaves. Like, you can actually press leaves just the same way that you press flowers, you know, just between like the pages of a book. And I thought these would make really cute, cozy fall bookmarks. So I'm just arranging them in a laminator sheet, and I have traced the shape of bookmarks on a piece of paper underneath. So that kind of gave me a guide for arranging everything. And then just really carefully feeding it into the laminator so that hopefully none of the leaves shifted too much. And that's pretty much it. The next step was just to take these sheets of bookmarks to my handy dandy paper cutter and really carefully, don't worry about me, cut up my bookmarks into the shape that I wanted them. And I tried to leave a little bit of room at the top so I could punch a hole in it. So I'm just measuring about where the center is with a dry erase marker, and then using a hole punch to create a little hole to tie a ribbon through at the top of the bookmark. And I just thought these turned out so cute. I was really happy with them. And I also wanted to write some cards to go with them. So I'm first off spraying my cards with this champagne apple and honey body spray. It's from Bath & Body Works. I always spray any letters or cards I send out with perfume. So if you ever get something from me, please sniff it. I think it's just such a fun, romantic little touch. And a pro tip is to spray before you write on the card so that the ink doesn't get smeared when you put the perfume or the body spray on there. So I'm just taking some time to write out these cards. I actually did a fall card exchange in my Patreon group. We have a little private Facebook club. And so I was adding a little tea bag, pumpkin spice flavored, to each card, using my cute fall washi tape to attach it to the card so that it wouldn't slide around too much. And make sure there'd be room to add a bookmark to each of these. And these cards are from Trader Joe's, by the way. I absolutely love their cards so much. They're so cute. And this was just such a lovely way to spend the afternoon writing to friends and having the cozy fall vibes. So we're back in the kitchen again. I'm gonna make a nice autumnal dinner, my favorite chili recipe at the moment. And this is using Impossible beef. I absolutely love cooking with Impossible beef. I've been pescatarian, so I don't eat meat for years and years. And Impossible beef has been like a game changer for me with my cooking. Luckily, my husband loves it. All the meat eaters I've given it to love it. Oh, by the way, this tomato paste from Trader Joe's is also my favorite. I love the packaging that it comes in a tube that you can reseal it, because like, when do you use a lot of tomato paste at a time? Hardly ever. But anyway, I'm just seasoning this chili, and while it's cooking, I'm also making some cornbread. For the cornbread, I just use Jiffy cornbread mix, and I add creamed corn, sour cream, and butter. But meanwhile, the chili has been simmering and smells so good, and I was just completely smitten with this chili recipe. It has some red wine in it, and it paired perfectly with the skillet cornbread. You know, I'm a Southern girl, so I like my cornbread kind of a little bit burny, definitely in a cast iron skillet. And just set the table really cozy for our fall meal. Even though in LA it's still pretty warm outside, I just wanted to have all the cozy evening vibes. So we have our chili. I always serve my chili with some shredded cheese, some sour cream, and Fritos for toppings. And that makes it really fun to kind of fix up your own bowl of chili. I also served this with the Trader Joe's hard apple cider, and it was the perfect fall meal as the sun was setting outside, and I just felt so ready to get really comfy and curl up. But before I start that, I'm going to give the kind of final tour of how all the decorating went. I feel like fall decor really needs to be viewed after dark, and especially in my place where I'm all about the twinkly lights, the cozy lighting, the lit candles. I just think it creates such an ambiance. And from the moment you come in the door and smell the cinnamon broom and see all the cozy lighting, it just feels so special. And I've got all the Bath & Body Works fall scents burning. Some of these are left from last year that I hadn't made my way through, and then some of them are new for this year, but I am just so excited to burn through all the candles. And just to soak up the evenings when it feels like so romantic and lovely to just be home, because that's always a good idea. I put the ambiance on the TV, and the doggies are all ready to cuddle. We got a new couch, by the way. This is from Living Spaces. And I'm still loving my pink and white decor for this room, and I just felt like it really brought together some of the fall touches. I also have my Cinderella carved pumpkin. I have a tutorial on that if you want to check it out. And I didn't do a lot of decorating in the bedroom and in the other rooms, but of course I put some Disneyland fall ambiance on the TV. I have my light up leaf garland in here, and of course some extra little pumpkins just all tucked around. But I like to have a little touch in each room if I can. I also put this pretty lace pumpkin on my vanity and this cute little Halloween sign. And then in my hallway desk nook, I just did these little touches with some candles and pumpkins. So we're finally ready to get cozy. I made us a little tray with these pumpkin bars and tea, and I'm having my ceremonial annual lighting of my favorite candle, the Nest Pumpkin Chai candle. I look forward to it so much. I have my pumpkin socks on, and we are watching this cute BBC show called Lark Rise to Candleford, very fall vibes. Cheers to that. And last but not least, you know I had to leave you with a little bit of cozy bath goodness. This is my favorite bubble bath for the fall season, lighting some autumnal candles, and it's not like a full themed spa bath night, but just enough little fall touches to finally unwind after doing all of that amazing stuff today and just thoroughly getting in the fall spirit so I can soak and enjoy. So I just want to say thanks for coming along. I hope you'll hit subscribe and join me for more adventures, and I'll see you soon. Bye.